service for you here on this Sunday. Starting it off as always with some music. I'll let them take it away.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Caught me I was trying to adjust my stand and all of a sudden it's like, hey, we're live. So, yeah. Good morning, Unity.
Good morning.
We are Soul Shine up on the stage and welcome to our celebration service. Before we do anything else, I would like to remind you to please silence your cell phones. And now that I've done that, you leave them unsilenced at your own risk. We're going to be doing some chants for you to sing along with if you so choose. But we don't sing from our seats, we sing from our feet. And the words for this are very simple. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. And we let the love wash over us. We let it be. And that is lather, rinse, repeat. It's pretty much what we got. It goes like this. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. There you go. That's what it is. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let it be. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be.
Let's do joy.
We let the joy wash over us. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, and the glory. That's not only a statement for me, that's the words of the song. I'm not. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. Light, in the love, and the glory. In the light, in the love, and the glory. In the light, in the love, and the glory. In the light, in the love, and the glory. I am. In the light, in the love, and the glory. In the light, in the love, and the glory. In the light, in the love, and the glory. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory of God, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory of God, I am. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. Come on, let me show you what it's all about. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, glory, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am in the light, in the love, in the glory of God. I am in the light, in the love, in the glory of God. I
What a great way to start the day. You know, not just rearranging what you're thinking, but also changing up your actual vibrational patterns of your being, if you believe in what we do here at Unity. And so allowing for, so allowing for a greater representation of your own true highest self to come through. How would my life be different if I just sang that song every day? Hi, I'm Ezekiel. I'm going to be hosting for you guys today. So good to see you. And I'm really happy to be here. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Community of Central Oregon on this wonderful fall day. Crisp air and fresh beginnings. We are really happy that you're here. There's a lot of places that you could be, and you chose to be here. So thank you for joining us. And the seats are getting fuller, and the faces are getting happier. You know, and it's a really wonderful thing to see. Something that we do here at Unity, because we are a new thought-oriented congregation, is set intentions. We are, I don't know how many people, coming in from a lot of different places with different thoughts going on and different events that are occurring inside of our moments and lives. So we want to try to set a group intention and gather those energies and direct it, bring it in, ground it, in order that we can be together for these few moments that we get to and reset ourselves for the week. So today we're going to do an ah-ee-oo. Is that okay? So we'll do a breath in, ah, breath in, ee, breath in, ooh. Whatever tone feels comfortable. So if you would empty your lungs first. That was lovely. Thank you so much for that. Today, I'm going to set an intention for an openness and a new understanding about what's possible with connecting with our divine self. And I negate any past concepts or beliefs that I have about that at all. Today, I just want to be open. And if you feel so called, you may join me. Next, I want to do a volunteer appreciation. Oh, by the way, everybody's welcome, like everybody. Wonderful. Vision statement, wonderful. Literally everybody. We are community committed to co-creating a world of unity, spiritual awakening, and loving kindness. Give me a howl. Ow! If you're new, that's typical. This vision statement is very important, and if you take a moment, words are very powerful. It's a pretty cool thing. I cry often, don't worry about it. It's a pretty cool thing to see a group of people coming together and actually looking for that, and then to see it happening is even cooler. So from there, can we go to volunteers, Joanne? Because I do want to appreciate our volunteers. This is a volunteer-run organization. You guys keep the lights on by contributing, and we keep it moving by service. So there's a lot of people here from the kitchen all the way to the AV who's back there, Joanne, she can wave, and Nico who are working back there. Thank you so much, guys. There was people here scrubbing toilets earlier. There's people out there doing coffee and tea and stuff like that for you. I'm hosting. Carol is speaking, all for free, all as part of service. So if we could just get a round of applause. Oh, and Ray. Ray Davis is playing as well, everybody, and Soulshine. If you want to volunteer, reach out. We're always looking for new volunteers. It's a really wonderful way to contribute to your community. It's also a really wonderful way to just contribute to your own spiritual development. Service is indicated in every spiritual path. It's one of the unavoidables. And so finding a way to do it that's like fun with people that you like, that is contributing to your community is, beneficial for everybody involved. Our chair over here, which we got a new one for the fall, I see, which I'm really enjoying with the leaves. Our chair is here to hold space for anybody who isn't here right now, somebody who may have transitioned, somebody who just didn't want to come. It's there for whatever you want. A pet can sit there, a horse can sit there. Theoretically, in the astral, you can be whatever size you want. So you can use that chair to represent all of humanity in the suffering that's occurring right now, right? Like whatever you want to use it for, like think big, all right? It's okay to think big and use it because we have it there to hold space, so please use it at your disposal. Next, I want to do our land acknowledgement. We are not the first people here. We will not be the last people here. We need to try to be good stewards. The Warm Springs, Paiute, Wasco, Klamath tribes, good stewards, so we want to recognize the moments that they were here, the families, the generations. And then we need to carry that forward, right? Awareness. Consciousness represents as awareness, represents as divinity. It's a really beautiful concept. So today, as once again I have said, I am open. I will remain open, and we will go with that. Okay, so today we have a wonderful, wonderful speaker, Carol Fox. She's going to give us a great talk. We also have Mr. Ray Davis is going to be giving us a song. If you don't know Ray, so that's going to be really nice. I'm obviously your host, and Soulshine will be filling in the rest. Do I have a child or somebody available, though? Would you come? Yeah, that's great. Could I have some mics as well, Donna? Right behind you in that basket, there should be 2 mics. Oh, right over here. That's great. I got them. Never mind. Here you go. We got platform 1. Anyone have a celebration? So, let me introduce. I'm sorry. I got distracted by the microphones. Hi, how are you? So good to see you, Leon. Celebrations are a moment in our community where we get to raise our hand and say, hey, this is awesome. I'm enjoying this. This happened, and I want to celebrate it. Could be a vacation going on, could be something you feel you manifested, could be progress in your spiritual life, could be a transition of somebody in your life, right, or a change, but celebrate with us. We want to set that intention where we can generate more energy, more power behind our thoughts with the group intention behind it. So if you have a celebration, please raise your hand. Thank you so much. Vic, right here.
Yeah, just a couple of celebrations. Well, first, celebrate the Mariners making it back to the ALCS after 24 years. Maybe they can get to the World Series.
Right, yeah.
So when I was 15, I was in middle school, and my friend's older brother gave him an album for us to play, a Rush of Farewell to Kings. And that's when I decided to be a musician and a songwriter. And I just found out that Rush is touring next year with a German drummer named Annika Nils. Hopefully I'll make it down to LA and see some shows.
That is wonderful. That person could definitely play the drums. Yes.
Hi, I am celebrating. I just got back from 2 incredible weeks in New York, reconnected with friends, family. My prison reunion was absolutely incredible. We had 4 men. And the volunteers, some hadn't seen each other in years. We got together, had an incredible celebration. And most of the people I was visiting were on the Hudson River, my favorite New York river. And I got to take the train up and down, spent a lot of time on the river, and saw a bald eagle.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing.
Hey everybody, it's good to be back. It's been a little while. So last night, a really good friend of mine, I met this guy Josh Hancock in Kauai in 2012, way back in the Colorado Valley. And about a year later, he fell ice climbing. He's paralyzed from the waist down. And he's been working diligently on this new movie with a guy. It's his first movie, and it's incredible. And it's in the film festival this weekend. So I went to support him and two other paraplegics doing incredible tasks of biking up in Utah, hiking up Mount Baker and skiing down with hiking like this up Mount Baker. Josh went down this crazy river in Idaho, the Snake River, or which was the big river in Idaho? Snake? It's called Adapted, and it's sold out today, but just want to bring attention to it because it's really inspiring, the human spirit, resilience, and just really proud of him for that movie. And just check it out. It's called Adapted. It's on all the social medias. Follow him. It's just so, it's for all of us. It's really beautiful, so check it out.
Thank you so much.
I'm celebrating and excited about the fact that I just got certified for animal Reiki and got my certification, so I'm expanding my practice, and I just can't wait to work on the animals. So
Wonderful. That's great.
I'm celebrating that a year and a half ago I met this lovely lady, and this week I asked her to marry me. And she
Yay!
said yes.
I just want to say what's really great is my new parent-in-laws are here, and this is their first time, and so that feels really special too.
Yay! Hi, parent-in-laws. Dancing, 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 dancing.
I'm celebrating. I've had 2 very hectic, hazard-filled weeks. I made some poor decisions, and I'm not kicking myself over them. And
Good job, Bob.
Everything's working fine.
That's great.
Thank you.
Happens. There's a mute button.
Okay, how that?
Oh, there it
that
is.
works. All right, good. Groovy. Good morning, everybody.
You could bring that one over to Andy.
I'm celebrating the fact that Lori and I are hosting 2 of our absolute best, greatest, most loved friends from Los Angeles, the Clarys, Catherine and Paul Clary.
Hi, Clarice. How are you?
They've been staying with us for the last couple of days, and we're cavelling. We're so in love. So, thanks.
Hi, I'm celebrating last week. I was gifted a trip by Reverend Ruth to the Association of New Thought Network retreat at Unity Village in Missouri, Kansas City. And I got to work with and meet Ricky Byers, which was a dream of mine. And not only that, I got to rehearse with the band. And then she called me up in front of everybody, and I got to play with the band and her. So that was a blessing. The Labyrinth was amazing. The vibe was cool. Some of the sweetest people I've ever met. So I highly recommend.
Wonderful. Thank you, Dave. It's great. Hey, Leon, Donna's over here. She got her hand up. Hi.
Good morning.
Hi,
I
Andy.
just wanted to celebrate that 1 year ago tomorrow, my sweetie Elise and I, we got to see the comet fall from the sky. We went out and found a little ledge where nobody else would be, and underneath that, we fell for each other and started our romance. So we've gotten to travel
Yay.
since then, so it's been great.
So much love celebration today.
So I set some soft intentions for myself, quietly to myself, and I said, 1, I want a full dog sitting schedule. I've sat still. It's coming to me. Yay. The second thing is I really want to do collaborative efforts with people. That's also happening, to be announced another time. So I'm very grateful.
Hi, I'm celebrating that I just came back from 5 weeks of a little mental health reset and being away from my beautiful kids and husband, and just feels good to be back. I watched a few of these live streams. Someone suggested we start doing some spiritual stuff, so I watched some of these while I was gone, and it was helpful, and I'm just really happy to be here and happy to have my kids feeling all the good vibes. So thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody, for all those celebrations. Anybody else? Any online there, Nico? Oh, Leon, you have one. You can share one if you'd like, please. Would you like to share? Yeah, you can.
I went to Texas with my mom and dad and my sister. We also went on a slack line at a park.
Great. Wonderful. I'll take those microphones. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That actually brings us on to the children's blessing, I believe. So if you want to stay up here, Leon, you're more than welcome to come back up. Here at Unity, we have a wonderful kids program. I believe Tiff is running it today. I don't know where Tiff she is.
Also, my dad is.
Oh, hi, Dad. Good to see you. Wonderful. If you have any children that want to come up, feel free. If the children don't want to come up, we understand. It can be a little daunting to be on the stage some moments. But we're going to do, what are you guys working on today first?
We're going to work on gratitude and generosity, and we're going to go outside and do some nature connection with that.
Okay, gratitude and generosity. Wonderful. That's awesome. Wonderful. Okay, so if you would with me. We appreciate the holy gift you are. We see the divine light shining from you. May you always know what a treasure you are. May you always bring your gifts freely and fully to the world. Namaste. And so it is. Have fun, kiddos. Have fun, Tiff. Thanks, guys, for taking care of the kids. We're always looking for more volunteers for the kids program, by the way. It's really fun. I volunteer often in there. And it can be really rewarding to get to spend some moments with the different children in the community. And as we're getting more kids in, it's more and more important that we're getting a good foundation for these children to talk about some of these concepts that we then get to carry. So thank you for everybody who does volunteer with them. Next, we will get on to the fun stuff, announcements. So starting off, assisted listening is available, always, everybody. If you need it, use the assisted listening, and so that you can hear the speaker and not be missing out on the important messages that we're trying to portray to you. 50K to light the way. We've been talking about this for a few weeks now, maybe longer. Up there on the screen, you will see a QR code. You are welcome to scan that, take a picture of that. It's a good way to give a contribution. Otherwise, you can go on our website and find the ability to do it there. The important thing to mention today is that we're having a 25K match challenge. So basically, some of our cornerstone donors have said we will match 25K worth of donations in order that we can get this where it needs to be going. But we have a timeline, like it needs to occur. It can't be something that we're stringing out forever. We are hoping to be bringing in the new minister. We are praying about that constantly. We are interviewing about that. We are moving about that. So we need the money to back that up. Here, if you feel so called today, take a little extra, $20, right? What is that? Like, I don't go to Starbucks anymore, but I don't know. You could give up something for the week, right? And be able to give a little bit more. And like I said, there's these things that come along with these paths that we go on. And charity and service, it matters, right? And so the charity needs to go to someone that you think matters. And we hope that it's us. Please, if you feel so called, give a contribution to that today. Next, we have our Wednesday service, Keeping It Real, 6:30. We've been having a really fun little container building going on over there, and it's been really nice. And it's a very good vibe and good people. We've been about 45 minutes to an hour worth of service. We have some commenting sections. We have Q&A. You can ask questions of the speaker if you feel so called, and meditation, and it's relaxed, and we hope to have more people come in. So if you want to, come see us. We'll be there Wednesdays at 6:30. William is giving a talk this week called Equilibrium. He's finding duality or finding a winning paradigm. It's a talk about the unity principles and the foundations of unity. So you are sitting inside of a unity church, which we are a non-denominational. We allow speakers from everywhere, but this is a New Thought movement-based congregation, and he's giving a talk on that. And so if you're interested, come check it out. You'll maybe understand a little bit of what we're talking about here. Weekly and monthly classes and events. Sacred Sound every Sunday at 6 p.m. This is rotating practitioners. You can look online for what's available. Please come take advantage, be able to heal your system. We are vibrational beings, and it does help. Let's get metaphysical. I go to this often, every Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. We are a group of people who get together to discuss metaphysics. We are currently working through the Tao well, I'm not going to go on forever, but come see us every Tuesday, 10:30 a.m., and Jim Pasmore and Joanne Pasmore are the facilitators of the group. They do a wonderful job, and it's a very, very enlivening conversation. Divine Healer Session, Saturdays. Check that out as well. That is Matthew if you need any more information. There's always information out front about that. Reiki is real. I'll just say that. Divine healing is real. Energetic work is real. And if you feel so called, you could experience it. Wild Souls merchandise. Submission deadline is extended to 10:15. Have ideas for this, please submit it. We would really like you to put in things. We just want things from our community where people want to put up on the website or have t-shirts made or hats or whatever, and try to drive more interest and more marketing into our system so that we can start expanding and growing this mission. Auction and Makers Market. So Leah is actually going to come up and give us a talk about this. Platform 2.
Am I on? Am I on yet? I'm on. Hello, good morning. I'm so excited for this silent auction event coming up. It's Saturday, November 8th from 1 to 5 p.m. It's $10 to get in. That gets you one raffle ticket. I have the honor of helping channel all of your creativity and your talents and skills towards donations to this. I need your participation as a gifted maker or craftsman or healer, whatever service or product or gift that you have that you want to contribute to this would be just a wonderful gift and a way to contribute energetically to us raising money for our 50K campaign. There will be a bake sale that will be put on by the youth. Dave Finch will be providing music. It's just going to be a wonderful time. There will be local artisans selling their products there, and we'll do the silent auction as well. I think I covered everything. It's a big event, so please participate in the way that brings you joy.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's really wonderful. I really enjoy how Leah put that because it matters. I was just up here saying, hey, 50K, like the way we need your money. To say, hey, I don't have money, but can you make some stuff? Like what can you do? What can we contribute? Can you do a free massage session for somebody? Are you willing to do that, right? Does it matter? And if it does, then that's a really wonderful way to be able to contribute because we get it. The economy is not great. We know where it's at, and being able to contribute in different ways allows our community to just kind of flow in a really beautiful way. More good stuff. Grab a printed calendar in the lobby if they're available. I don't know if they are currently. They are? Okay, wonderful. Check the calendar online as well. You can flip your phone. It's a little trick to be able to get it to look a little better. And look for updates in our newsletter. If you're not in our newsletter, the blue forms on the back of the chair is what that is for. Excuse me, I'm parched. Wonderful. Now, this brings us to our new minister affirmation. We've been doing this for a while now. We will continue to do it until we hire the new minister that we are called to. Here at Unity, we believe that thought has power, and we believe that spoken word has power, and intention has power. And when you put it all together in a group format, we are able to align with the best possible outcome. We are able to align with the divine order, which is one of the 12 powers is divined by Unity. So if you are willing to, please give some intention, give some energy, give some emotion, and read this along with me. We, the Unity Spiritual Community of Central Oregon Family, with infinite power and wisdom, working in and through us, accept and appreciate our abundant well-being as we engage our ideal minister. This loving soul supports, uplifts, and guides us spiritually and organizationally in our Wild Soul mission for our good and the good of all beings. And so it is. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so, so much for that. It matters. They're coming soon, hopefully. People are working on that. There are people behind the scenes putting in a lot of hours and a lot of effort trying to make sure that happens for all of us. So thank you to them for that good work. Now, I believe we're up to a song. Yes. So please, everybody enjoy as Soulshine brings us on a nice, beautiful song.
My sweet Lord, oh my Lord, oh my Lord, I really want to see you, really want to be with you, really want to see you, Lord, but it takes so long, my Lord, my sweet Lord. Show you, Lord, but it wasn't so long, my Lord. Hallelujah. My sweet Lord. Oh, my Lord. My sweet Lord. Really want to see you. Really want to see you. Really want to see you, Lord. Really
Wonderful. It's always nice to have some music. So next we get to bring up our wonderful, wonderful speaker, Miss Carol Fox. She is a longtime community member. She does the U Count and helps and volunteers in a lot of different ways, and an absolutely wonderful follower of. And we'll give him a moment. And I'm so happy to be inviting her up. So if you could give her a round of applause for me, Miss Carol Fox is going to be coming up.
Is this on? Okay. Okay. Maybe I can take this off then. Okay. So this guy walks into a bar in Alaska. It's in Alaska, okay? He's covered with ice and snow. He's all bundled up. He sits at one end of the bar, and on the other end of the bar is a priest having a beer with the bartender. The priest looks up and he says, "Welcome, brother. God be with you." The guy says, "I don't believe in your God." He says, "Oh, really? Why not?" "Oh, I prayed to God for help. God didn't help me." "Really? What happened?" "I was out on the tundra with my dog sled. A sudden storm came up. I couldn't see a thing. It was snowing very, very bad. And my sled hit a rock, tipped over, the dogs ran away. I'm out there all by myself. I have no idea where I am. It's cold, it's getting dark. I'm on my knees. God, if you're there, please help me." And the priest kind of smiles and he says, "Well, you're here. Looks like God helped you." No, some goddamn Eskimo came by and showed me the way back to town. Now, I have learned that Eskimo is no longer politically correct, so I apologize. I have no disrespect for the indigenous people of Alaska. But that joke is one of the favorites in recovery circles because those Eskimos represent the people who showed us the way to recovery and redemption. And we call them Eskimos. All of us have one or more. So this talk is about how God speaks to us, and Eskimos is one of the main ways that God speaks to us. But it's not the only way. There are many ways. As one of my favorite speakers like to say, "Hang on, time out." Before we go on, I want to talk about that word God, because some of us have a misunderstanding about that, especially if you're new. We're not talking about the guy in the sky who's judgmental and punitive and going to send you to hell, okay? We're talking about a universal life flow of energy. We're talking about love itself. We're talking about the essence of the universe, which dwells in all of us and everything. It's infinite, and it manifests in infinite number of ways. And that's what we're talking about when we say God, but it's just too hard to explain all that, so we use an abbreviation, which is God, okay? At least I do. Some people say spirit or source of the universe, whatever. Whatever your understanding of God is, that's what it can be, okay? So the point is, God communicates with us. It's a two-way conversation. We pray, and we've talked a lot about prayer here, but we don't talk that much about how God communicates with us. So I want to talk about that today. As I said, God takes many forms, infinite number of forms. I love that song because it kind of suggests that the guru is one of those who speaks God's word. But there's also the Eskimos, and there's the voice of God. In the Bible, there's all these references to people who heard the voice of God, God speaking to them. Now, I always was very skeptical about that. I always thought they were either lying or hallucinating, you know. But until I heard the voice of God myself, loud and clear. It was a situation, I'm not going to go into the whole story, but I was in a work situation in which I was being very tempted to enter into a relationship that would have cost me my soul as well as my job. And I was very disturbed about this and really having a problem. And I was talking to a friend about it, and she said, well, she had had a similar kind of temptation in her life when she was very young, when she was a teenager. But she was able to say no, and the reason she was able to say no was because she knew if her dad knew about it, he would have killed the guy. Well, that really got my attention because I hadn't had that kind of protective parenting. I didn't know how to protect myself, and I didn't know I was deserving of protection. So when I heard that, it really struck home. I went to work the next day, and as I walked in, I put my hand on this doorknob. This very loud voice said, "Your father goes with you into this place." Loud. And I went in. I was able to set a boundary with grace, with calmly, just said no. It was all smoothed out. I was able to stay there for another 2 months before I could find a better, safer job. But I never forgot that moment. And I've heard that voice since then at other times. Is there anyone else here who has heard that voice? Am I alone? A few people have. And it's like, it changes your life because you know it's real. You know. Okay, so the voice of God. But much more often, we're talking about other signs. Sometimes a road sign. Sometimes a tap on the shoulder. Sometimes synchronicities, you know. Sometimes like serendipities. That'll be a signal for us. But I call a tap on the shoulder when there's something that may not be fun or good coming our way, but it wakes us up. A few weeks ago, I was supposed to do a talk here, and I got deathly ill. I mean, I was really sick for 3 days beforehand, and I still wanted to do the talk so badly. Finally, on Saturday night, I had to call Kevin and say, "I'm sorry, I just can't do it. I'm really sick." Within 15 minutes, I started feeling better. And I had been really sick. And I realized God was telling me, it's not your time. It's not time to do this. I'm really very sorry, but you're going to have to stay home. And I call that a tap on the shoulder. There was no permanent damage done, but it really got my attention. There's another thing I call when God whoops us upside the head. You know, this is when we're not paying attention and we just refuse to listen. And something really life-altering can happen. In my case, in 2005, I got a whoop upside the head. I got a tick bite with a big rash. I went to the doctor. The doctor said, "Don't worry about it. There's no Lyme disease around here." 6 months later, I could barely turn a doorknob. I was so sick. I lost my job, my career, my best friend, my entire life savings, and 7 years of my life because I listened to the doctor and not to myself. Something in me was telling me, this is something you need to deal with, and I didn't deal with it. And there was a lesson there that I finally learned, which was, to thine own self be true. You know, because that other person may not know and may not care what's right for you. That's an example of God's will teaching us. Life is school, right? Well, that was a bitter lesson, but it taught me a lot. So why don't we listen? Obstacles. What are our obstacles to listening, to hearing that guidance? Well, first of all, we're all human beings with egos, and we don't necessarily want to be guided, especially if we've been wounded. Last week, Esther Nicholson talked about the wounds, what happened to us. And sometimes, if it's trauma, if it's a severe wound, it stays with us forever. It's in our genes, it's in our brains, you know, it affects us. And one of the things it does is it creates resentments. Resentments toward those who wounded us, and sometimes toward God for letting it happen. That's going to be an obstacle to listening and doing God's will. The other thing that can result besides resentments is fears. You know, I'm never going there again. I'm never having that kind of relationship again. Just decisions, you know, based on fear that keep us from the guidance. False beliefs. A lot of times when we're wounded at a very young age, our belief is, we don't deserve anything better than that. I don't deserve love. I am unworthy. These beliefs can keep us from listening, from hearing the word that's always there. Addictions and other bad habits can really stand in the way, as we know. And other character defects, one of which is pride. You know, my pride tells me, I don't need guidance. I know what to do. I know everything. There are many other ways that we can lose touch. So, okay, there are all these obstacles, but there are antidotes to our obstacles. There are many antidotes. Some of us choose therapy, some of us have a religious conversion. You know, there are many different ways that this can manifest. But I'm just going to talk about two of them really briefly today. One of them is the 12 powers of unity. While Myrtle Fillmore was healing herself from tuberculosis, Charles, her husband, was coming up with these 12 powers. He wrote this book about it. It's on the website. You can get it on the unity.org website about the 12 powers. The one that I'm going to talk about today is the power of elimination. We can eliminate those resentments. We can eliminate those fears. We can let go of what no longer serves us. So there is a way to do that. There's many ways to do that, but one way that I am particularly partial to is a book, this little book here. It's not specific to any specific religion, but it's a spiritual book. It has helped me and millions of other people to release obstacles. It's a definitive guidebook on how to release beliefs and behaviors. Problem is, it's got a really weird title that misleads a lot of people. It's called Alcoholics Anonymous, which is very unfortunate. There's not much I would change about this book. It's really an amazing document, channeled information as far as I'm concerned. But I would change the title. I would call it Humans Anonymous, because I literally do not know anyone who would not benefit from what's in this book, the guidance. Specifically, how to release those obstacles to having a definite contact with a higher power. It's a very powerful process, and anyone can get this book. Anyone can go to an open meeting. It's a very powerful way, antidote to our obstacles. So there are ways to address the obstacles, but we still need to make time to connect. This book, Humans Anonymous, there's step 11, and it talks about, step 11 is, we sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understand God, praying only for knowledge of God's will for us and the power to carry that out. Prayer and meditation. You know, if you told somebody, let's say you had a counselor and you told them your problem, and then you walked away, you wouldn't get to hear their advice, right? You wouldn't get to hear their guidance. So we need to sit still, and we call that meditation. But I want you to know there's no special gear required. You don't need a special cushion. You don't need a special bell. You don't need candles and incense. You don't even really need a quiet place, although quiet is helpful. But you can do it anywhere. And it just means let go of the obstacles, at least for this moment, and listen. Listen to the guidance that's there. I've recently discovered a really powerful way of doing this. It's incredibly simple, it's insanely simple, and it really works. It's called two-way prayer. And some people here may know about that. It's basically, you can learn all about it on YouTube, okay? There's just type in two-way prayer and Father Bill W. or Reverend Bill W., and you will find it. And he talks about it. It's like a 15-minute YouTube, and it's so simple. You write out your question, and then you shut up and you listen, and you write out the answer. It's that simple, and it sounds like it couldn't possibly work, but it does. I've just had some amazing results by doing this. I'm going to read you. I can find it. Hold on. Yeah. This is the one I did in preparation for this talk today. Spirit, please help me to know your will regarding the talk I'm giving at Unity. How can I best serve this community? What is needed of me? Response. I can only speak through you when you are willing to be empty, to be used, to let go of wanting to be loved and admired. You are already loved and admired. But Nate was right. The love and admiration cannot reach you until you love yourself. The shield must come down. Then you will feel loved and you will know exactly what to say. Okay, that's two-way prayer. Okay, why bother to do all this, you know? we're already too busy, right? But there are really some good reasons for doing it. One is life gets easier. There's little less conflict in our lives, both internally and with other people. We know intuitively what to do. We have more clarity and confidence. Less agonizing over decisions. And we take better care of ourselves if we follow the guidance that is available. There's other reasons. One is that the world desperately needs us to be calm, compassionate, brave, and responsible. It needs us more than ever to be these things. And we can do that if we listen to the guidance and not to the news. If we do listen, the guidance is often going to tell us to serve others, to give more than we take. And service brings us great joy. So it's another good reason to do it. Okay, conclusion. We're always being guided. We just need to release the obstacles, at least for the moment, and listen to recognize the message in that quiet voice of God, in the kindness of strangers, in the appearance of Eskimos, in the daily coincidences and serendipities, in the taps on the shoulder and the wake-up calls, in the blessings and the hardships alike. There's guidance everywhere once we learn how to listen. If we tune in to the guidance, we can help each other find the way home. Thank you. Meditation. Practice what we preach. Let's take a moment of silence to get present with ourselves. As we breathe deeply down into our hearts, we merge in that infinite ocean of love and light that is all that is. We release all worries and fear, any resentments or hard feelings, all woundedness, all distractions. We release anything that is unsettled in our souls, and we allow the waves of love to flow over and through us, permeating every cell, clearing our hearts and our minds of any static or obstacles. As we open the door of our hearts, we see an open channel before us, and through this channel we see the light, and we can hear the voice of God, of love, with perfect reception, loud and clear, guiding us, comforting us, giving us divine direction, showing us the way back home. Maybe it has a message for us right now. In the silence, let us tune in to hear it. As we return to present time, we vow to remember that this guidance is always there, as close as our next breath, that all we have to do is quiet the mind and listen. And so it is.
Silent, you better keep silent. Don't let them hear you speak. Softly, you'd better tread softly, for everyone knows that God only shows favor when you bow and scrape and lay prostrate and wail upon a wall. But something small and still inside said, no, no, not at all. Hush now, listen, you'll hear it over and over again. Hear God say, I love you, over and over again, again, again. Head down, you better keep your head down. Don't let them catch you standing tall. 'Cause everybody knows you got to fit in. 'Cause everybody says you got to fit in to get into all the right places with all the right people. So you bow and scrape and lay prostrate and sacrifice your peace. But something small and still inside said, forgive, love, release. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. And love them, for they are one with you.
hear it over and over and over again. I love you, I love you, you're perfect as you are, just perfect as you are.
Wonderful. Next up, we got our lovely Reverend Jim Pasmore is going to lead us in a prayer and realign us coming into the end of our service here. Here you go, Rev. Let me get you unmuted there. Platform 2.
Well, this is going to be kind of a different prayer. I'm going to ask you to use your imagination, one of the 12 powers, to eliminate something. And I'm going to call it your old operating system. So take a moment and close your eyes, if you will, and just imagine that your old operating system, we'll call it worldly knowledge, is going to be replaced by a new operating system, which we'll call a loving kindness. And so imagine right now that we're downloading into your very being this new operating system, loving kindness. And you see the little circle going, and you feel the loving kindness just permeating your body. And it feels so good. It's like a light shining from within. And when it's fully downloaded, we can take you through the settings to get it adjusted for optimal performance. First, I want you to go to the network settings. And where it says mass consciousness, switch it off. And where it says that scattered voice, switch it off. And now you see one that says God consciousness, and you switch it on. And then we go back to settings. In the settings it says focus, and you have the opportunity to switch it to source energy, and you do so, and it feels good. And now it says listening mode. And you have two options. Originally, the option was the loudest voice and the still small voice. Now the loudest voice is replaced with loud and clear Carol Fox listening. And so we switch it to whichever suits us for the moment. And we allow this new operating system to permeate every cell in our body, knowing that as we do, we can go forth into the world today and throughout the week and throughout our life in loving kindness, and so it is. And now, I'd like you to take a look up here and know that your prayer claims can be responded to by scanning the Unity Prayer Claim electronically, response, or you can fill out the green sheet in the back of your chair, and you'll get a response either way, and your prayer council will give you a response by email or phone or whatever you decide to check there. And we'll hold that in our hearts and minds for a week, and then it'll go to Unity Village, and they'll pray over it for 30 days.
Let go
you so much, Shoshana. How would my life be different if I re-downloaded and connected to source consciousness every day and then sang that song? You know? Could be pretty different. Next, we have a pretty fun little announcement. Sarah is going to come up with Robin as well, and we're going to do some new members before we get on out of here. Before I welcome our new visitors, we get to welcome our new members. So I'm going to hand a mic over to them. There you go. Might be muted.
Thank you, Ezekiel. And Robin? Where's Robin?
She's coming. She's getting her things.
Okay. There she is. Thank you. So we have 3 people who got the tap on the shoulder and listened to their inner guidance and are stepping in a stronger commitment, a deeper, meaningful commitment into our community as members. So we are happy to welcome them. So if you can come up, Elise, Alistair, and Brooke.
Yeah!
Yay!
Get it.
Thank you. Aren't they beautiful? Yes. So I'll do a little introduction so we get to know them, and then if you'd like to say a few words, you're welcome to do that. So Elise is a body worker, a personal trainer, and a dance teacher. Her passions are music, dance, and the outdoors. Her spiritual background, she grew up going to Unity in Minneapolis and attended UU, Unitarian, for 4 or 5 months. She's been here for 5 months with us. Wait, yeah, it has been longer, hasn't it? Yeah, how long has it been now? Over a year. Yeah, that didn't seem quite right to me, yeah. As far as volunteering and what she brings with her service, with the events team, the greeters, youth team, gardening and outdoors, Soulshine Music, prayer team, and healing. So she's ready to step in a big way. Thank you, Elise. Also the women's group. Yeah. Okay, so would you like to say a few words?
Oh, that covered a lot. I'm just really grateful to be here and be a part of all of you wonderful humans. I've been looking for a spiritual community like this for probably my whole life. The Unity I grew up at was different. As some of you may know, that I've gone to other Unity churches, and I wanted a wild soul sanctuary. And I found one! Woo! Yeah, so I very much look forward to being of service in all the ways that I can to all of you.
Thank you, Elise. We are different, aren't we? We are different, aren't we? Thank you. And Brooke. Brooke Collins is a physical therapist. She has adult children, daughter Julia and son Drew, Coco the dog, and her parents live out of state. Her passions, being in nature and near or on the water, gardening, learning new things related to health, her work in spirituality, learning about others' near-death experiences, expanding and cultivating her psychic and energetic connection to Source and to others, including as a healer, connecting on a deep level with people, physical activity that's fun, and eating chocolate. Her spiritual background, she wasn't raised with a religion, but always longed for one and would ask her mom to take her to church. How often does that happen, where a kid is asking to go to church? Her best friend and her would go to a local Unity church to hear the daily word prayer, and she went to church a few times as a child in Olympia. She was baptized Lutheran, just in case, to cover her bases. I love that. And when her daughter was baptized, she said it was nice but didn't really resonate with her. She attended Catholic services a few times, so she's been exploring for a while, hasn't she? She went to a few Unity churches and as an adult, including in Austin, Texas. So here she has landed. She is a 2-time cancer survivor and has had deeply spiritual awakenings with each. Yes, yes. She realized with one of those that she had finally come home, and then realized the longing that she had always felt was for that true home. And we're glad that you have made your home here, dear Brooke. Thank you. She has been here since January of 2024, As far as her service and what she would like to bring, the greeter team, gardening and outdoor upkeep, prayer team, healing, and the family kitchen. Brooke, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much. I just want to thank everyone that makes this such a beautiful place, and all your hard work for keeping us going. And it's a sacred place. And I come in sometimes grumpy or stressed, and by the end, I just feel so connected to Source. And it's this beautiful thing that we have. And so thank you, everyone, for keeping it going. And I'm very, very grateful.
Thank you, Brett. And last but not least, we have Alistair Schwab. And Alistair is self-employed. He enjoys rock climbing, hiking, and cross-country skiing. He is grateful for his parents who brought him up in a place of abundant natural beauty in the Rocky Mountains, and who dragged him along into the woods even when he wanted to do other things that were more entertaining. He was grateful to first introduce to yoga I love the way he writes, as he meandered from hostel to hostel on a backpacking cattywampus in Guatemala. He tells us that cattywampus is a slang word meaning to travel with purpose towards a vague destination. And he says cattywampus about sums up his outlook on life. He's warmed by the graciousness and light of our community here. And he says, may we all bring forth our light and share with one another in the love of pure spirit. Alistair.
Not sure what to add to that other than just grateful to have found such a beautiful community. Thank you, Carol, for today. Every day is just here something new and unexpected. So, love to you all.
Thank you all for stepping in this deeper way. We appreciate it. And we have gifts for you. Robin, would you like to?
Annalise, this is, am I on? Yeah. That's your certificate. Okay, does that sound better? Huh? Thank you. And your plant. You said you wanted a plant. Good choice. And it's the air plant, so you have to miss it. Okay. Thank you for joining us. Woohoo! Brooke wanted a name tag like mine, Bedazzled. So I gave you Brooke. Isn't that pretty? I asked you one. I didn't want to be back there. I can be, anybody wants their name tag Bedazzled, let me know. Just bring it to me and I'll bedazzle it for you. And then there you go. Why was I hanging on to it? I don't know. Okay, Alistair, I saw this and it's just so cute. It's also an air plant, though you just missed it. And in case you people didn't know that he made that light lamp cover right there, that's his talent. And then there's that. And then that.
Yes, let's welcome our new members. Thank you all.
Welcome our visitors. Is there anyone who is here for the first moment, never been here before, want to introduce themselves? We got some people over there. I'm going to bring you a microphone, one, so that we can hear you in the room, and two, the people online can hear you as well. Say as much as you feel called, but we would love to hear from you. Oh, okay. Let me see.
How's this?
Wonderful.
Okay. Zechariah is our son. Savannah is our son's fiance. We're very happy to be here and hear their wonderful news. Thank you for being welcoming.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
Brett and Fehrenbacher. Just kind of looking for other places of spirituality and looking for community. So we live out by Smith Rocks, Terrebonne, so it's nice to come in and visit such a beautiful place.
Wonderful.
Thank
you so much for joining us. keep the Lord here.
Hi, I'm Catherine Clary. Ray already outed us, but I am just really moved by the service. It's really, really been beautiful. And I was in the Agape Choir with Ray and Lori. We were all in the choir together for many years, and that was a huge part of my growth, and just it's reminded me so much of the energy and the beautiful music and all of it. So yeah, thank you so much.
Husband as well.
I'm Paul Clary, and I really like this place. We're in LA, so we have be a tough commute every Sunday. But when we lost Ray and Lori in Los Angeles, it was a hit. We're like, we were used to seeing them all the time, and there was plenty of love and energy and down there already. So that community would continue to thrive. But I'm like, where are they going to find? I knew they would, but they're like, where are they going to find a community? And they did, and it's lovely. I'm so glad for them and for you guys to have them. It's special.
One more. We got all the visitors. This is a good moment as well. The blue sheets, fill them out if you feel called.
As I mentioned before, I did live stream a few times, which is great. You guys do a great job of that. So easy and clear and beautiful. But this is the first time I got to bring my family, and my 8-year-old daughter, Goldie, has been asking to go to church. And so we just kind of wanted to find a place that was, more in line with what we want and love in this world. And I know that you guys stand for a lot of that. So thanks for being welcoming, and so happy to have, the space here. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. My name's Ben Elise. It's such a pleasure to be here. I was raised Jewish, so I grew up going to the temple, and I never felt aligned to really any formal structured religion. In fact, I felt very pulled away from it, and it's been such an honor to spend this hour or hour and a half with you all and experience something that touches me deeply, has a sense of community, but doesn't have the guardrail, confined sort of structure that I felt so compelled to move away from. So thank you all for welcoming us all into your loving arms. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What a wonderful show. Thank you so much, everybody, for sharing. And yeah, this is the Unity movement. It's a New Thought movement. It's how it got founded. We started becoming a church because we needed some structure around it, but New Thought was a movement. Your thoughts can change your world. That's it. If you feel called, there's blue cards in the back of your chair. Fill them out. We won't bug you, but you do get our newsletter and all the other things. And if my greeters will come on up. Thank you so much. Bring these baskets up. It's another moment where we get to talk about offering. So I referenced it a few moments earlier, that there's paths. That's prayer, meditation, charity, fasting, service. And I will always say that everybody likes to skip the fasting one and the charity one. It's just part of it. It's how it goes. And my experience is that as it goes, it flows, and it feels so good. It feels so good to not hold on and live in lack, but to live in abundance. And abundance is not always monetary. So we're going to bless these baskets before we send them out, and call in that abundance. So if you would with me, from the love of pure spirit within us, we bless these gifts. We send them forth to heal, bless, and prosper. They are evidence of our faith and belief. They do good work in the world and return to us multiplied abundantly. And so it is. You can keep me hot on this one, Joanne. I like singing this one. Turn me on.
There you go.
I got gratitude in my heart. I got gratitude in my soul. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you. I just want to say thank you. And I just want to say thank you for it all. I got gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you. Muchas gracias. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all.
Wow. Thank you so much, everybody. So, we are going to do our last prayer of intention, but before we do so, it's important to mention that you see some people with white stalls, Reverend Jim over here, Donna, who's singing on stage. These are active prayer chaplains who are willing to pray with you after service. Here at Unity, we believe in the power of prayer, as in aligning with the truth of what our true being is, and we can do that with another person and bring strength to it. So if you feel so called, they are available afterwards. This prayer of intention is the closing of our A-I-U alignment that we did earlier. It's just a little different. Going out into this world, we're going to take this energy and spread it and be a light. Be a light. So, if you will, with me. Holy light shines within and all around me. A presence of love that is always there. I am that presence. I am a radiant field of love energy. I am holy light. My essence cradles and guides me. I am a gift in this world. I go forth from here in joy to bless the world with my loving life. So it is. Have a good week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Whoa, yeah, yeah. I got gratitude in my heart. In my heart. Gratitude in my soul. In my soul, baby. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you.